Solarts to adapt as Shulk than it will be for Mr. E to adapt as Lucina, due to Shulk's playstyle being inherently anti-approach. He doesn't want to approach.
Right, which is especially rough when Mr. E has now had that time to adapt. He understands the character a little
and now that
going
Mr.
into
E is playing the more patient approach game rather than the rather than the rushdown, what I think Solarts would need to do is adapt to that by basically not letting Mr. E take the lead.
That's about all you can do.
That's all he can do, really.
But here we have Rawk
Rawk making it all the way here with Samus Aran.
And he's taking a good advantage against StockTaker right now. But
Rawk is a very solid Samus player. He sometimes falls short due to his characters, you know, minor shortcomings. But when he has the potential to make it far. He usually does, in all honesty.
Yeah. Winner semis is very impressive for Samus. But
yeah. He's a very solid Samus player.
I can see that. I mean, he's keeping it very even with StockTaker, who's proven
although
himself
Samus can have a little bit of a hard time killing compared to Villager, so this deficit is actually much larger than you might think. Yeah,
absolutely. Because 61% isn't like, oh, he can just cheese you. It's
there's not a lot of cheese to be had from Samus, although there is the famous Shine Spark. However,
that's true, but I think he might be out of percent.
Yeah, that's like a very low percent situation, and yeah, there it is.
That's a second stock thing, if anything.
Also, I think you need like max rage for that to work, so you need to live to 150. All these things need to be happening in your favor.
Yeah, he's got to be in a very specific situation to get that, which he may find himself in, but I think that the thing is everyone that knows Samus knows about Shine Spark.
Yeah, people are going to play around it, but you know, I mean, at the same time, if you're a good Samus player, you're going to look, you're going to know your openings. Absolutely. You know, that's the thing. You know, it's just harder for some characters than it is for others, and it certainly is hard for Samus in a lot of matchups.
Certainly.
It's part of what puts her lower on most people's tier lists.
And it looks like Villager in particular has a lot of options to sort of wall out Samus' projectiles.
Samus isn't really as much of a projectile character as people like to think.
It just drops with the forward air.
Yeah, her only real projectile outside of Charge Shot is missiles, which is very seeable and reactable. Yeah. So really it's just Charge Shot and Zair zoning. She's more of like a pressure-based zoner rather than a projectile-based zoner.
Okay.
I would relate her more to like Olimar Rosa archetype rather than Villager or Mega Man.
Yeah, this is a character I'll fully admit I do not know much about, so I may have to delegate to your commentary for some more niche
I mean, that's just how I see it, whether you agree or disagree. Yeah.
I can see how that would be the case, because Charge Shot
notice how Rawk is playing. He's not camping necessarily. No. He's going in with these dash attacks, with these grabs. You know, like sometimes he'll try to bait approaches by charging the Charge Shot, similar to how DK and Cloud will charge their respective moves. You know, punch, limit. You know, but it's not like then she has to kind of go in most of the time. Yeah, she could space with Zair, but.
Yeah, that's going to do it. Back throw, as we mentioned before.
It's not going to be so easy against this wall of projectiles that, you know, Villager, that StockTaker can put up with Villager.
Yeah, a lot of players think of Samus as just this, like, campy wall of projectiles. But
in some matchups, perhaps.
But not this one, certainly.
Yeah, no. You know, she's a pressure-based zoner.
Yeah.
But a pressure-based zoner is usually the one that's forced to approach against a projectile-based zoner.
Right. It's a weird matchup.
Yeah. Only real exception to that is Rosalina because she can absorb most projectiles.
Right. She's kind of got the toolkit where she can play her own game against most any character. But I'm curious to see if he can find a way to adapt against this, as hard as it may be. He just goes for a forward smash against the side
this
B.
has actually all turned out pretty well for Rawk because he was able to get center stage from it and decent advantage state, but unfortunately not able to take it very far. And
it's a little spooky.
Now
he's still at the ledge,
StockTaker getting these combos.
Yep. Samus getting back to stage looks like does not have a ton of options.
Yeah, I mean, once Samus is back on stage, see, like, there's the Zair.
Yeah, the Zair's nice, but
I mean, that was 4 damage, and now he's taking, you know, 10.
Yeah.
So it's just the damage ratio right now. It's just going in StockTaker's favor. For every hit that Rawk gets, he's getting hit 3 times as much.
Right, absolutely.
And it's just this because of this wall. Every time he's trying to hit him, he's just running into something.
I'm seeing those dash attacks too. I'm curious if he's thinking about Shine Spark right now. If he's in percent for that.
It's possible. But it looks like he's foregone it with that F tilt.
Yeah.
Nice grab out of shield, or rather to cancel from canceling charge shot. When you're charging shot, you can cancel it with grab, or you can actually screw attack out of shield.
Oh, yeah, interesting.
Oh, that's going to be a shield break.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And Timber.
Yep. Finds himself.
That's the name of the move, actually.
Oh, interesting.
Timber.
Finds himself in a similar deficit to last game, where he's got a lot to make up and not a great way to do it.
Right now, he's just getting red. It's not even projectiles.
Yeah. No, this is just...
StockTaker is just walking all over him, and that's it.
That's rough. Made it...
Just looked like Rawk was running into stuff.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they're